All right, guys, you know what happens sometimes? Accidents happen right then and there. Whether it's a personal injury, workers' comp, even a Social Security case, you should get help at the same speed of light. Personal injury attorney Richard Griffin of Griffin Law Firm joins me right now to talk about the speediness of that and why it's so important.
Right. It is very, very important. You know, a lot can go wrong right at the beginning. You know, if you don't get help, and it doesn't cost anything to make the call. You know, you can call 877 Pain Law and we can start the consultation where we can start giving you the answers. At the very beginning of the case, the things that I've seen on a personal injury case, a car accident, we've had a situation where adjusters will try to settle the case right there on the street for $500. Well, later they realize that they're not getting better 30 days later and they need more treatment. That case is already settled. It's gone.
And Richard, give that number again, because anyone who's watching right now, you can literally call, even log on to your website. You guys have it set up very, very nicely. Boom, a box pops up and you can get help that way immediately.
Yes, it's 877 Pain Law. Even last night someone called, they went to the website, used the chat feature, and then I was talking to them shortly thereafter. So anytime, give a call and we're going to be there to help.
You pretty much walk them through the system. So I also want to talk about if someone waits too long.
Right.
Okay, the benefits of getting it done stat.
Yes. Well, you've got a 2-year statute. On a personal injury, a car accident, you've got 2 years from the date of the accident. That seems like a long time, but the longer you go without getting help, the further the case gets off track and the harder it is to get the fair settlement. On a workers' comp case, it's very similar as well. I mean, you've got 30 days to give notice to the adjuster or to your employer. If you don't give that notice, then you're barred from any recovery. You've got a 1-year statute that does move, but that's another situation where if you don't get help and get help immediately, it can really cost you big as far as you may have a smaller settlement or you may not get a settlement at all.
And you're already dealing with an injury as it is. And speaking of which, one of your clients had, I believe, a hand injury. So what did he have to go through stepwise? And then once he got in touch with you, it was wham, bam, you helped him out.
He did. Well, he injured his hand in an accident and had some nerve damage. We had to fight very, very hard for him, and we ended up getting him a great settlement. You know, he got $75,000. Well, he was very thankful and he really liked our firm, and then he had some other health issues come up and he ended up applying for Social Security disability. When you can't work, you can apply for Social Security. Well, he called the Social Security office and they told him, look, if you were younger, you'd have a case, but you're just too young. Well, he was about to give up. He only had 60 days to appeal. It's called a motion for reconsideration. If he had waited those 60 days, he would have had to start all over or might not have been eligible. We were able to fight for him and get those benefits as well. In his own words, he's going to talk about how he felt about what we were able to do for him.
And you guys are able to help out anybody of any age?
Absolutely, any age for Social Security or personal injury or workers' comp, and the call's free, and there's no out-of-pocket expenses. It's always on a contingency fee, which means that if we don't get a recovery for you, you don't owe us a penny.
All right, Richard, let's go ahead and listen into the client and see what he has to say.
I thought that I didn't have a chance because of what these people were telling me. But the Griffin Law Firm knows the law. And that's the good thing, that's the great thing about this is these are professional people. And they understand that the quote unquote little man doesn't always have to end up on the bottom. He can end up on top. And through their leadership, through their guidance, through their representation, I feel like we did it. We ended up on top.
I like what he said right there. The little one can end up on top. Richard, thank you, because that is what you do for people. And if you have a personal injury or facing something else, all you have to do is contact the Griffin Law Firm right now. Call 877 Pain Law, or like we were saying just a bit ago, you can log on to their website. That is 877painlaw.com.